Okay, welcome to space. This is the Waterloo Astronaut Training Corps. My name is Will. I'm the captain of the Waterloo Astronaut Training Corps. We have Commander Nancy here and Commander Tom. Just wave hello. Okay, what we're going to talk about today, a little bit about us as the leaders and kind of why we're running this, why we're going to be qualified to run this. The mission, the vision of the organization, 4 areas of focus, what we've done in the past term, what we're planning on doing this term, how we're going to make it happen, and then the 2 courses that we offer, which is the basic astronaut training and the advanced astronaut training. Okay, so we have a chance at flying in space in our lifetime. That's something that I really do believe. Okay, if we work hard enough, we can achieve that goal. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but you need to hold it as a possibility. You need to understand what's happening in the space environment right now, what's going on, and what the possibility is. Okay? Right now, the level of expertise you need to become an astronaut is exceedingly high. You have to be, a fighter pilot, an engineer, or a doctor, an engineer, or an advanced scientist. Okay? That standard is going to be going down over the next 20 years, over the next 30 years, over our lifetime, and people with undergraduate degrees in science, maybe master's degrees in science, and some sort of technical expertise are going to be able to go and do things. Okay? It's going to explode in the next 20 years, and that's going to be phenomenal. Okay? There's things happening in the next 20 years like going back to the moon. Okay? NASA's going to be going back to the moon. Canadian Space Agency could be a substantial part of that. There's the International Space Station, which will probably continue flying until 2020. There's potential for a Mars mission in around 2030. Okay? In 2030, how old are we going to be? Well, add 20 years to your age. I'll be 45 in 2030. Okay? That's about a perfect age for astronauts to go. Okay? So, astronauts right now are between 30 and 60 years old. So there's a wide span of your life that you could become an astronaut in. Okay? What else do we need? We need encouragement to get through that. Okay? All the hard work, hard study, everything you put into it, we need encouragement, and that's what this group is for. Bringing people together who have an interest in space, who want to become astronauts or work in the space field, and giving us encouragement to get through the hours of rigorous study. Okay? We need a place where we can share the dream. We need other people who can share the same dream as us. Okay? It's very lonely if you're the only person who wants to become an astronaut. You tell people, people ask you, what do you want to do with your life? You say, I want to be an astronaut, and they kind of laugh at you. It's like, that's not going to happen ever. Okay? We need people who share the same dream and have confidence that it can actually happen if you work hard enough at it. Okay? We need to be a cohesive and strong organization to help keep us inspired. Okay? That's why we need a good level of attendance all the way through the term, so that we're getting people out to our events, we're coming, we're getting to train, and we're keeping each other motivated. So this is an invitation to join us. I'm going to space. I know Nancy's going to space. Commander Tom's going to space. Okay? If you choose to come with us, and if you're willing to work for it, we'd like to have you. Okay? I would be doing this stuff even if I didn't have a club. That's why I decided to open the invitation to everyone else who wants to do it with me. Okay? We can do it together. So what do you have to do to become an astronaut? Well, you have to spend years of hard study to get a science or engineering degree. Okay? The US does accept some arts degrees like psychology. There's tons of opportunities to fly on commercial spacecraft in the next half century or so as well. Okay? But the primary focus, get a science or engineering degree. Be healthy and physically fit. That's why we have a physical fitness portion of our time together. You got to want more of the other things in life that you could pursue. You could go buy a house after you got your undergrad education, or you can go to the master's, go to the PhD. Okay? You have to say, this is a priority for me. I would like to become an astronaut, and I'm willing to work for it and put off other things that we do. Okay? Certainly a lot of you are probably not at that stage where you're saying, I'm going to go and get a PhD and I'm going to work to become an astronaut for the rest of my life. But that's certainly where I am. And you can get the great training that we're going to do and decide for yourself if that's something you want to do. Okay? Whether you want to look for it. You have to become a strong and confident leader. While we have a leadership focus on our club. Be able to get along with people under difficult circumstances, have the mental fortitude and to endure hard and long training, and develop your ability and your character to your full potential. Okay? That's what you have to do to become an astronaut. If you can do all that, then you can fly in space. It's hard, but it's worth it. So a little bit about your leaders. Okay? We have this little rank structure just for kind of fun in the club. We're pretty much all equal, but it's kind of a good reward for people who have contributed a lot to the club. And people who do the basic astronaut training can get a little rank too. Okay, so my name is Will. I'm captain of WATC. I'm doing space engineering at York U concurrently with finishing off my psychology degree here. I also graduated back in 2007 with a degree in leadership. I was commander of MDRS 64 and 75. I commanded both of those missions. They're 2-week missions in the Utah desert, kind of like you saw at the end of the video. Okay. Fantastic time. You get to really experience what it's like on Mars. You got to put your spacesuit on before you can go outside. You go out, take soil samples, and try and grow little bacteria in the lab, all that kind of stuff. Okay. I was in the Army for 4 years, platoon commander, led 36 troops. I have my pilot's license. I'm a partial load professor and full-time space leader. Nancy's in the PhD program in applied math, and she's studying the Martian atmosphere. Graduated in 2008 with a degree in applied mathematics. She was the EXO, or executive officer, on 375, and she was the former president of the space site as well. Tom, Masters of Systems Engineering. That's right, Tom? Yeah. Wasn't sure if it was systems. I thought it was. He was a crew engineer on our Mars rotation. Graduated in 2009, Systems Design Engineering. He's a rover team leader and former president as well. So that's a bit about us. So what is the mission of this club? The mission of the Waterloo Astronaut Training Corps is to develop our members' knowledge, skills, and abilities to increase their chances of passing astronaut selection for future government and commercial spaceflight opportunities. The training is intended to supplement our members' post-secondary education in space-relevant fields. So, key point there, our knowledge, skills, and abilities relevant to space. What is our vision? WATC believes that opportunities for human spaceflight will rapidly expand within the next 10 to 20 years. It is on this basis that we see substantial opportunity to increase our chances of astronaut selection for orbital, lunar, near-Earth object, deep space, and Mars missions. The vision of WATC is nothing less than to see our members selected as astronauts for government or commercial human spaceflight. Okay, that's the big goal, that's the vision, and we'll do our best to try and achieve that. So our 4 areas of focus: space knowledge. Okay, what do astronauts need to know? Skills and experience, giving us key skills and getting to experience some interesting things like zero gravity and for a short duration in our aerobatic planes. Okay, give you an experience of what it might actually be like to do some of these things. We also have a little block, a little cube thing that you put shapes through, or we can go to the pool, dive down the bottom, you got to put the shapes through. Astronauts actually did that for their selection for the past round for the Canadian Space Agency. Okay, so a little space psychology stuff. Okay, physical fitness, that's going to make up half of every Tuesday class. And we'll go for runs for the first bit, and then we'll do some swimming and other stuff. Okay, trying to build up our level of physical fitness to what astronauts need. Okay, and leadership development. Next week's class, I'm going to be teaching a lesson on leadership. I have my first degree in leadership, so it'll be an interesting class. So, the weekly training. Each week we'll have an hour of class time and an hour of physical fitness training. It may depend by week by week. A lesson might go half an hour to an hour, but it's just, that's the benchmark. Okay? Each week we're going to rotate between English and French. Okay? Canadian astronauts in the government need to be able to speak French, so as bad as some of us might be at French, we're going to practice it in their class. That doesn't mean your lecture is going to be in French. It just means that when we go do a run after, we've got to try and build up our French skills. Okay? Don't be afraid about that. We'll do our best on it. Is there any native French speakers in the crowd? Anyone speak fluently? Oh, excellent. Help us out then. Mr. Tom, speak a bit of French? Lectures will be in English. Hey, 75% attendance is required to make good standing. Okay? I know that things come up. Just send me an email if you can't make it. I'd really appreciate that. Okay? And it's just so that when midterms come, we don't have like 2 people here and I prepare a big lecture on orbital mechanics and then nobody shows up. Okay? Fee is $10 for the term to pay such thing as rent in the pool, and we'll provide a full accounting on the website. Okay, so I'm not going to take any money off that. It's going to be for space stuff, and I'll have transparency on the website for you. Okay, things done in the past terms: skydiving, summer survival training, physical fitness training, where you're running and swimming, space science lectures, rockets, public speaking.